someone is a US citizen, they're based in Hong Kong, and she wants to move to Singapore to work for a technology company. And she has the opportunity to work as an independent contractor for this Singapore-based technology company. And she wants to know whether she can form an LLC in the US, for example, Delaware, and use that as the vehicle to invoice I guess it would be a client, because it's not an employer-employee relationship, but an independent contractor service provider relationship. Okay, this is an interesting topic or question or idea, because I've heard it more than once in the past few months. And someone got quite upset with me when I gave them the answer. So I hope you don't get upset with me too. So again, this ties back to what Bunyip mentioned. That first slide that Bunyip put up, that's perhaps one of the most important slides when it comes to doing business across borders, this idea of permanent establishment. So you may think that you're in Singapore, you moved to Singapore from Hong Kong, and you work through, let's say, a Delaware or Nevada or Wyoming company that you set up. But you set up that company, right? So you're like the only person with this company, and you're using this to invoice for work being done in Singapore. The point is that company that you have set up in the US has what we call permanent establishment in Singapore. So as a result, that company by right should be taxable to Singapore, and the Inland Revenue Authority of Singapore has the right to tax that company, because it has what we call a substance. You have the key decision makers, or what we call management and control. So that's the two tests in Singapore's tax legislation. It's all about management and control. And when management and control is being exercised from Singapore, that's a Singapore company regardless of where it's incorporated. So in your situation, again, we can't give advice, because I don't know the nuances of your situation inside out. But generally speaking, we would have a conversation with a client in a similar situation to yours, and we'd advise forming a Singapore company. And go ahead, Bunyip.
Sorry. Just to add a little bit more. So. Yeah. Looking at your context, if you were to provide your service in Singapore, and the invoice goes to the US company, you could possibly be subject to withholding tax also, right? So there are other aspects to look at, like what Darren was saying, that you have to look really at the context. It's not something that is exact, but that could be a possibility.
But definitely setting up this one-person company in the US while you were working in Singapore for a client in Singapore, we don't think that that works. That doesn't really work. Okay. So again, sorry for the bad news, but hey, it is what it is.
Please subscribe, like, share, and comment below. Our books and upcoming events are available at htj.tax. Email us at help@htj.tax to engage us, to advise on international tax or business matters.